Welcome back to the second part of The Wife, where Kevin's world has completely unraveled. If you thought part 1 was a roller coaster, buckle up, because things are about to get even crazier. So, Kevin finds himself trapped in a nightmare. His wife, Keisha, has vanished. The locks on his own house have been changed, and he's haunted by a name he's never heard before, DuPont. Nothing makes sense. It's like his entire life has been erased and rewritten without his permission. At this point, Kevin's detective instincts are screaming. Forget tingling spidey senses. We're talking a full-blown 5-alarm fire in his brain. He's starting to realize that everything he believed, every memory he cherished, might just be a carefully constructed lie. And he has a gut feeling that it all starts with one person, Gloria, the housemaid. Now, Kevin's smart. He knows he can't just confront Gloria and show his hand. That would set off alarms he can't afford. So, instead of going home, he makes a strategic move. He checks into a hotel and hires a private investigator. He needs answers, and he needs someone who operates in the shadows, just like whoever is pulling these strings. Weeks turn into a month, and still there's nothing. No call, no text, no sign of Keisha. She hasn't even been near the house. He tries the police again, hoping for a breakthrough, but it's like talking to a brick wall. They offer nothing but vague answers and dismissive remarks. Their deflections and smart comments make Kevin's blood run cold. He starts to wonder, are they in on it too? A few more days drag by, and then his phone rings. It's the private investigator. Kevin's heart hammers in his chest. He hesitates for a second, a mix of fear and desperation washing over him, but the need for answers wins. He answers the call. The investigator's voice is low and urgent. "Hey man, I've got some things you're going to want to see. Is there a safe place we can meet? Somewhere out of town? I don't want this to look suspicious." Kevin doesn't miss a beat. "Yes," he says, his voice firm. "Meet me at my family cabin. It's been in my family for over a century. Not even Keisha knows about it. It's a safe house." "Cool," the investigator replies. "Send me the location. I'll be there tomorrow at noon." As soon as he hangs up, Kevin is a man on a mission. He throws a few things into a bag, his mind racing. He can't wait until tomorrow. He needs to be there early to prepare himself for whatever is coming. He drives through the night, the winding roads mirroring the twisted state of his life. The next day, just before noon, Kevin is watching the cabin's security cameras. His great-grandfather, a military man, had rigged this place for any emergency, and Kevin was thankful for his foresight. He sees a car slowly making its way down the long, hidden dirt road. It's him. Kevin meets the investigator at the door. The man looks around, impressed. "This is a nice place," he says. "I nearly got lost finding it, and I had exact directions." "I know," Kevin replies. "My great-grandfather built it for situations just like this. They walk inside, and there's no small talk." The investigator gets straight to business. He drops a thick, heavy folder onto the wooden table. It's packed with photos and documents. "Look," he says, his eyes intense. "Look at this. What I have here is going to change your life. Or rather, what you thought was your life forever." Kevin's hands tremble slightly as he opens the folder. He starts sifting through the contents, his eyes scanning every picture, every piece of paper. The more he sees, the wider his eyes get. It's like he's seeing a ghost. A cold, numbing shock spreads through his body. This can't be real. It feels like a dream, a horrible, waking nightmare. There she is. His wife, Kaisha. The woman he met in college, the woman he fell head over heels in love with. But the woman in these documents, she wasn't her. The photos, the records, they painted a picture of a complete stranger. The house, the clinic he thought she ran, his entire life, it was all a sham. The documents proved it. Even their marriage certificate, it was a fake. How? How could she fake a marriage? A whole life? The question screams in his mind. Why would she do this to him? He thought they were in love. He thought they had built a future together. He stumbles out onto the porch, his mind reeling. He feels dizzy, disoriented, completely lost. The woman he had shared his deepest secrets with, the woman he gave his entire heart to, was a phantom. An actress in a play where he was the only one who didn't know the script. What Kevin saw in that folder didn't just shock him, it shattered the very foundation of his identity. He pays the investigator, telling him to keep digging, to find out anything else he can. Then he's left alone with his thoughts and a bottle of whiskey. He sits on that porch, drinking himself into a stupor, trying to drown the confusion and the betrayal. He wakes up the next morning with a pounding headache and a single burning thought. Gloria. He has to make Gloria talk. He knows, deep in his gut, she's the key. She knows something. With a heavy heart and a new resolve, Kevin drives back to the city, back to the house that was once his home. He times his arrival perfectly, hoping to catch Gloria before she leaves for the day. He slips inside, quiet as a mouse, not wanting to startle her. He opens the door and freezes. There, in the middle of the living room floor, is Gloria, lying completely still, unresponsive. Panic grips him. Gloria, Gloria. He screams, his voice cracking. Are you okay? He rushes to her side, but he already knows the answer. She isn't okay. She's dead. His hands are shaking so badly he can barely hold his phone. He dials 911. I have an emergency. He stammers. My housekeeper. She's on the floor. She's not responsive. She's dead. Oh my God, she's dead. Soon, the house is swarming with EMTs and police officers. The flashing lights paint the walls in strobes of red and blue. Kevin sits on the couch, his head in his hands, lost in a fog of shock and grief. Then he hears a familiar, chilling voice. It's one of the officers who blew him off before. Sir, can you come with us down to the station? We have a few questions for you. Kevin looks up, confused but compliant. Yes, of course. I'll meet you down there. No need for that, the officer says, a strange, grim look on his face. You can just ride with us. You can just ride with us. We'll escort you. And if you're innocent, we'll bring you right back home. If you're clear, there's nothing to worry about. The officer's smile doesn't reach his eyes. The officer's smile doesn't reach his eyes. Why would you think I did this? Kevin protests, his voice rising. Why am I a suspect? I told you, I wasn't even here. I have camera footage from my cabin to prove it. Sir, this is just a formality, the officer says smoothly. We hope you understand. Hesitantly, having nothing to hide, Kevin agrees. As they head to the station, something outside catches his eye. A car parked across the street. A familiar car, He doesn't say anything. He stays silent. At this point, who can he possibly trust? At the station, they escort Kevin into a sterile interrogation room. They question him for hours, trying to twist his words, trying to force a confession for a crime he didn't commit. But Kevin doesn't budge. He has an alibi. He has hard evidence that he's innocent. With no proof and nothing to tie him to Gloria's death, they have no choice but to let him go. But the lead officer isn't finished with him. As Kevin walks out, the officer gets in his face and yells, "Don't leave town again, you scum. We'll know if you do." This isn't over yet. Kevin leaves the station in a daze, the officer's threat echoing in his ears. He calls an Uber, and as he waits, the words play over and over in his head. Don't leave town again. We'll know. How? How did he know Kevin had left town in the first place? That thought, combined with the memory of the familiar car outside the station, clicks into place. A terrifying realization dawns on him. This conspiracy, this web of lies, it's bigger and more dangerous than he ever imagined. He's not just fighting a ghost from his past. He's up against a system. And he knows one thing for sure. He can't do this alone. If he's going to uncover the truth and get his life back, he's going to need help. Thanks for watching. What do you think Kevin should do next? Who is behind all this? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss part 3.